Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed on this panel show are those of the individual speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of this channel, its affiliates, sponsors, or production team. This content is intended for informational and entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is advised. We encourage respectful dialogue and critical thinking around the topics discussed.
Described him as one of the most dangerous men on the face of the earth.
Welcome to the man cave.
It was a really unfortunate experience for me too, just to have to watch that very difficult decision get made, which I think is the first time that we've ever had to make that decision in Turning Point history. But everything that happened with Charlie, obviously his assassination, we're still, grieving that. And you saw what happened with Savannah Hernandez, one of our TPUSA Frontlines reporters in Minneapolis. And to see the security team, tell us, we cannot guarantee your safety, we recommend that you don't do this, was a really chilling moment for all of us to kind of have to internalize and experience and realize that Erika Kirk is, her children are one parent away from being orphans. And sometimes you just have to say, listen, right now, what's most important is your safety, is your security, and your children, your family. Let your team handle this. Let us do what we can do. And so, I obviously was horrified at the reason why, but I was honored to stand in and pinch hit for Erika last night. And I was grateful for the vice president to, that we didn't have to ultimately cancel the entire event. He was willing to do it with me, and it was very gracious of him.
Erika was, she canceled her appearance at that because of security threats that were made against her. It was something we were monitoring for days before the event. We actually had a high school event that was planned to be before the college event in the area that we had to cancel a few days before because of the increased online chatter that we were monitoring. Our security team, I should say, was monitoring. And so we thought, we got the Secret Service, everything should be fine at the main event. But what ended up happening, and I have to be somewhat careful here because the security, our security team does, obviously wants to be a little bit circumspect in the way that we talk about this because we don't want to give the bad guys any more ideas. But it was a situation where they were trying to dox her travel and monitor her travel, suggesting different ways that people could attack her. And it was like something we were actively trying to navigate and change itineraries, move locations. Nobody wants to live that way. It was a terrible experience in many, many ways, and I feel terrible for Erika. And ultimately, when you're in that moment and the security team looks at you and says, we can't guarantee your safety, at some point you just have to say, we'll do this a different way. And that's what we ultimately did yesterday. I was honored to be able to pinch hit for Erika. I was honored that the vice president was open to continue the event with me in her stead, so it was an honor to do that. And I think we had a really important conversation, and the clips are all over, so I'm really proud of that. I think it was really important topics that we got to. I got to ask a Catholic vice president about the Catholic Pope and all of that good stuff. We had questions about Epstein. We had questions about H-1B and immigration. So in total, it was a really tremendous conversation that I will look back on fondly. I was honored to do it. But obviously, the main story is that Erika had to make that terrible decision to not go. And when your children are one parent away from being orphans, and the security gives you that tough assessment, obviously you want to take that very seriously. And so we did, and that's that.
So, Doc, do you feel like Erika Kirk should have showed up? She's a public figure. They're going to get death threats, or do you feel like, she did the smart decision?
So I agree with both points. I think if you stand somewhere in this world, I think you got to be willing to stand up and express your opinion and do it in public. And the same way her husband, along with so many people who had very, very large opposition opinions, had to go out there in public and be the face of that. If you're going to be the face of that online, if you're going to sell that, you got to stand up for that and do that. Also, I think it's lame that she getting death threats as well. I think Charlie, for whatever it is, if you disagree with his opinion, the people who disagree with Malcolm, the people who have these oppositions, they had a disagreement. I haven't seen her have these controversial opinions that they would say her husband had for her to be receiving this type of backlash. You know what I mean? Like, so I think that's a little bit unwarranted for her. I think she should be able to show up. Most of her opinion is, I'm a Christian and I move in love. You know what I'm saying? So if you look at pretty much everything she say, not could you disagree with some of that stuff, the way they perceive the Bible and stuff? Of course, people have done it for hundreds of years, thousands of years. But I don't think it's to the level where it should warrant her children becoming orphans. But I think if you want something to move forward, and I think if you have that faith and that belief in God, you also have to have faith in works. Like, you know, part of it is, you know, she got to go out there and still be the face of that if she wants to push that and sell that, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense. So what Candace Owens is saying about Erika Kirk is that there was no sales, no ticket sales.
Candace Owens is calling out Erika Kirk, claiming that she's lying about the actual reason why she didn't attend the Turning Point USA event tonight in Georgia. She says, I was so looking forward to tonight's event at the University of Georgia with our vice president, but after all our family has been through, I take my security team's recommendations extremely seriously. So she's claiming there was a security threat and that's the reason why she skipped this event. But Candace Owens said in response, stop, this is exhausting. You pulled out because of bad ticket sales. For the same reason TP Faith had to reschedule the Pastor Summit and various other events quietly, people don't believe you and don't line up for you because you struggle to tell the truth about even the most basic facts. Then down here she says the Secret Service sits above your security team. Were there actually a viable threat, the vice president would obviously not have continued the event, which is true. And the ticket sales were absolutely pathetic. Just take a look at how empty the arena was.
It doesn't bother me when he speaks on issues today, frankly, even when I disagree with how he's applying particular principles.
I think it's pretty obvious there was no actual security threat because JD Vance still attended the event. But this crowd size reflects the decay in the MAGA movement. Trump has clearly not put America first, and neither have any of his allies. Instead, they've put Israel and Big
Mr. Rippey, do you feel like Erika Kirk canceled for ticket sales or there was a real security threat?
Well, when it comes out security threat, it's like, I'll give you an example. So my wife was hesitant about going to America Fest last year because of, you know, there's a lot of threats. And she see I get death threats and this right after what happened with Charlie Kirk. And she wasn't sure if something was going to happen. So the only day she went was when JD Vance was there because she knew Secret Service was going to be there. So it's hard for me to believe that it has something to do with security because, you know, you got Secret Service there if JD Vance is going to be there. As for the ticket sales, I don't know. I really got to look into it. I haven't seen. Like, what I saw was, you know, the tickets were selling out, but what he just showed looked like it was an empty arena. I don't know if that was before the event started or not, but I have to look into it. But it's hard for me to believe that JD Vance couldn't sell out a place like they do every single time. Go ahead.
I got 2 points on that too, though. Like, I think people don't realize this is a weekday event. So had it been a weekend event, maybe more people from the area would have traveled. Like, maybe you could have got some people who want to gain content, would have came on the weekend as well. And struggling ticket sales do affect security. JD Vance has got the Secret Service with him 100% of the time. She's paying for private security. Erika Kirk can't fly first class on Delta. That I don't think that's a real option for her at this point in her life. You know, so the flight has to be private. She has to have someone watch her kids. She has to pay the security team to come spend the night, all this. So I think that it's a big deal. And if it's just a bad event and the ticket sales aren't good, it's a Thursday event, Wednesday event, whenever it is, middle of the week, that is security. Like, because that's going to affect her mode to travel and make it worth going.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And I didn't think about, you know, traveling to Georgia and from the airport to the event. But once you get inside the event, she should be clear because they scan everything and you are good to go. It's like Donald Trump is going to be here with Andy Biggs on Friday. I'm going to be there, of course. And the tickets are already sold out, but this is on a Friday, though. The tickets been sold out since they announced it. So I don't know.
Nora says she got a private jet. Yeah, she got a private jet. Nora, you know how much it costs for the wheels to go up on one of them things?
So we're gonna play a clip of somebody that was there, and she's been on this show before. Opinionated girl.
Candace Owens refuses to seek psychological evaluation for her very weird, kind of scary obsession with Erika Kirk and Turning Point. Let's expel some of the latest rumors about the UGA event that I was actually at. Candace, of course, was not. First and foremost, there's some missing context here. Candace is trying to frame this as Turning Point could not sell enough tickets. Turning Point wasn't selling tickets. This was a completely free event, and where else would an organization be giving out connections to the Vice President of the United States entirely for free because they care about the youth being involved in politics? I just think that Candace trying to detract from that is disgusting to begin with. Moving on from there, another thing that of course Candace did not include or know about is that not the entire arena was available for the public to sit in. There were only specific areas that were being handed out, and that was done for security purposes as this event was heavily threatened. There were protesters all over, including one who was able to get inside. There was also one who was able to get inside back in DC, and I could tell you as somebody who was also at that one, the pure look of horror on Erika's face when a random man stood up and started screaming belligerently. Nobody knew who this man was. Nobody knew what he was doing. Nobody knew if he was dangerous. It was absolutely terrible, and that happened again at UGA, so this was a major problem. So when you are seeing photos of parts of an empty arena, that was done on purpose in order to have crowd control. In fact, I personally know people that had wanted to attend the event that got told no because it was already too full for the areas we were allowed to be sitting in. Of course, Candace doesn't know that, or maybe she does, and she's still lying to try to distort it. The next part of this is people going after Erika for saying that she was too afraid to show up because she was being so heavily threatened. I want people to understand how severe of PTSD this woman has. She watched her husband publicly get executed, so no, it's not going to be the same feelings for her versus somebody like JD Vance. And I also think that it's very funny and hypocritical of Candace Owens to be saying this. When asked why she didn't go to Charlie Kirk's memorial, she said that she was fearful for her life. Trump was there, JD Vance was there, Trump's entire administration was there, but Candace was too afraid to go. But now when Erika says she's too scared to show up somewhere, now that's a problem. Yeah, okay, I'm glad to see you keeping the same standard. This is an absolutely disgusting thing for Candace to be doing, but I'm honestly not surprised. I've seen her lie firsthand about some of my best friends. I've seen her lie about situations that my friends were in, for example, the Hamptons house. Of course, she never recounted her statements after everyone there proved that she was lying about it. Anybody who takes her seriously at this point, let me just remind you, she's shown no evidence for anything. All she does is lie, and all she does is project her own feelings of Charlie onto the rest of the world, and it's a really disgusting thing to do, trying to tear down his legacy.
So come on.
Wait, hold on. I just want to change something that I said. When it comes down to the ticket sales, she's right about that. All these events are free. The event for Friday is free. So when I said sold out, I meant it's full capacity. And I'll comment on Candace later or whenever you get to me.
Okay, for sure. Kamal, does Candace always have an unhealthy obsession with Erika Kirk?
I don't know about Erika Kirk, but I'm going to say allegedly Charlie Kirk. She had more than some type of obsession. I'll say that much. Anyway, why didn't that woman just bring out her phone and just show the event? Why is she just talking on fucking TikTok or wherever the hell she talking on? Couldn't she just show the event and show that, like, yo, this shit was popping?
Well, she said it wasn't because of security.
I mean, she said it wasn't?
Yeah, she said it wasn't because of, security only can sit at certain places and they only allow a certain amount of people inside the arena.
Then why not show that shit? Why not just show a fucking, do a video? I'm pretty sure she wanted to do it. She might be a hostage though. She seemed like she was. That seemed like a hostage video. She seemed like she needed some help. To be honest. I was like, bro, wink if you need some help because this shit looking crazy.
But I'm not gonna front though. Like everybody know, I always say all the time, I don't make content. I'm not a content creator. I think all y'all make some sort of content, and so y'all be in tune sometimes with a lot of stuff that's going on the internet. I never hear anything lately from Candace Owens. I never hear about her at all unless she mentions Erika Kirk or Charlie Kirk scandal. Any opinion she got on anything else, I don't hear anything from her. Like it don't show up on the algorithm. It don't pop up. these dudes on the new party that messed up my algorithm, liking it and watching their videos. You know what I'm saying? I used to have fly shit on there. Now I got all these crazy folks going down my timeline. But yeah, like I never hear nothing from her, and that's just real. Like as somebody who don't and like I'll follow politics. The only time I hear her is if she's mentioning them now. She used to kind of have an opinion on the way women should be, the way, you know, a decent woman should be, how to have a good marriage, how to raise your kids. She used to have opinion on a lot of stuff. Like she used to, you know, run the gambit on stuff she would speak of and give her opinion on. It seems like the only time she can gain traction on sharing her opinion now is if she speaks on them.
Well, I'm gonna play this clip and y'all tell me if y'all think Candace is evil.
Owens has been spiritually compromised by the enemy. Watch this clip.
What do you think about Erika Kirk?
Would I get sued?
Throw it in the pile.
Oh,
of course you will.
I don't want to say anything that's controversial. She did it, but I don't want. She was on it.
That is the maniacal laughter of a woman who knows she has successfully mass manipulated millions of people. Say Candace Owens really thought Erika Kirk did it. Her best friend was taken out by his own wife. This would not be your reaction to that being brought up. But Candace Owens does not think that. She will just imply that and then hysterically cackle because that is the laughter of a woman who takes joy in leading people spiritually astray. And causing them to mass slander a grieving widow. As Christians, we are supposed to guard our heart and guard our spirit. This is an example of where that needs to happen.
So, Mr. Ripper, you said you'll get to Candace later. Is she evil?
No, I don't think she's evil.
Okay.
I think that she does have some evil ways now. And this is coming from, like, I always said, if somebody look at my content, I always said, you cannot get me to say a bad thing about Candace because the amount she helped me out a lot. She referred to me. She said, she put me backstage and said, I want to do a prayer for you. You're going to be successful. You have a voice that needs to be heard. Don't give up. Keep doing it. I will text her back and forth. She don't even respond to my text anymore. But what she's doing now I'm going to say something bad about her. She's losing me. I can't take the obsession, and it's like she has nothing else to talk about, and it's toxic. The same toxicity that she used to talk against. Now she's performing it. Now it's all performative. Leave Erika Kirk alone. Everybody look at her and we say something is going on with that, but leave her alone. You need to find something else to talk about. Like this is just weird at this point. And that was an evil laugh, and it seemed like something got attached to her. Maybe a demon got attached to her or something. And this is sad coming from me because that's a homie.
Wow. Well, you brought up a good word, weird. So is Candace always weird?
Okay, so I was prepared to go and watch Candace Owens' video, her newest video that she posted on her TikTok. And she was talking about the title says that she met Erika Kirk's ex. And I was like, ooh, this is going to be juicy. But the first minute of Candace talking, I realized I know nothing about this woman. And it started to feel uncomfortable. Let me give you some reasons. Did not know that she was a mom of 4. Did not know that she was married. Did not know that she was friends with Theo Von, because in the first, she was talking about meeting up with Theo Von, and I was like, it's too Republican for me. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep watching her shit because I don't want to know that much about her personal life. I just felt like I was not supposed to be there. She was real personal, and I don't want to know that much. I just want to know the gossip. I don't know what to do. Okay, bye, guys.
The pop. Very proud of myself. I did not scream because my daughter was within earshot and I didn't want to scare her. But anyway, as you can imagine, with 4 kids beneath the age of 5, it's a minor inconvenience, okay? I can't even hold my youngest, who is 11 months, not yet walking, beyond, a few feet before it grows too tiresome. So anyway, Saturday morning, I get up all the kids, right? We're going to this outdoor market. We're going to meet up with Theo Von. My kids love Theo Von.
Kamal, is Candace weird?
I don't know what you mean by too Republican. Candace is a Republican, or conservative. But go ahead. Sorry.
You good? Is she weird, Kamal?
Man, we've been on this broad is weird. First of all, what's good, Nora? What's good, Kelly? I see y'all in the chat and everybody else in the chat. You feel me? I will say this though, man. Candace Owens, man, she be getting her fuck on, don't she? God damn, 4 kids in 5 years. God damn. Jesus. Man, I don't know if she weird, but she know how to allegedly grift. I'll just say.
Okay, for sure. So here's a question. Is this stalking? Was Candace Owens stalking Erika Kirk?
The problem I'm having is I have now confirmed with people that live where they live, because they live in a building, that they all saw Charlie. They also saw Charlie on a walk. I have one person who lives there. She ran into Charlie, or has seen that. Nobody in her building has and they all know each other. It's a building. They know Mikey McCoy. People have said, I've seen Mikey McCoy on this date, blah, blah, blah. No one can confirm that they saw Erika on this date. WTF, Stacey Sheridan lives in the same complex as Charlie and Erika. That is super weird. More and more, it seems like they were all working to smother Charlie and make sure he was closely watched and handled. Yeah, she does. And I find it to be very weird and very creepy. Mikey McCoy, I don't know if he has a place in there, him and Elizabeth, but they are there all the time because I have sources that live in the building, obviously. Again, APB, Stacey Sheridan on that day. I know I have contacts that are live in that same building. If you guys remember seeing Stacey Sheridan, that would be great. Still can't get an Erika sighting because we're everywhere and we're watching and we're listening.
Doc,
that shit a highlight reel of her hating on Erika Kirk?
She a stalking ass, weird ass bitch. She a stalking ass, weird ass bitch, right? And I don't think when people give her this credit of her and Charlie Kirk being friends, I think she takes it further than the friendship is. I had a friend named Tanil growing up, and bro lost his life. And I've been friends with Grace since I was 19. If at any point he was never not here, I want to be at some point able to look out for his kids, to make sure that I'm still suitable and able to tell them about their father. You know what I'm saying? So that ain't just a memory. He got kids under 5, little kids that's not going to remember their dad. If you this best friend that you claim to be, you went on a campaign where you're never going to be able to tell them the great stories about their dad. Like, you know what I'm saying? To spread the word of his heart and his mission and everything that he had. And you fucking that off for some internet fame. You know what I'm saying? If you really a friend, and that'll never be me. I never go that route. Like it ain't enough money for that for me. You know what I'm saying? Like me and bro thugging in a 1-bedroom before we do that. You know what I'm saying? Like it just ain't gonna never turn to that for me. So when these people say they friends, you friends if it's advantageous for you. You friends when it's working out in your favor, and you parlayed that into trolling a man's wife. And if you had something to say in the beginning, that's one thing, that's cool. But you turned it into something else to a point where you're never gonna be able to come back and have that relationship with his kids, and they're gonna grow up to hate you. They're going to grow up to resent you. So you'll never be able to give an opinion. And you're going to find in 20 years, we're going to come back and clip this. She's going to be arguing with one of his daughters. You know what I'm saying? I promise you. Because of how you went. Because you're not in a man's house, but you speaking on certain things. And to me, that's just, I can't never get behind that. And I get, Kelly said she wants to know who killed him. But she ain't presenting no evidence, Kelly. I ain't see her present not a single piece of hard evidence. I never see her put like documents. She know the killer personally. She sent the bank accounts with the money was coming in. I never see her do none of that. I just always see her opinionate on the internet. And those are the only times for me, just a casual, like with her, that her numbers go up.
True. So she's saying that Erika Kirk is brainwashed.
Let's go back and actually watch this clip of Erika on Jesse Waters when I say I'm speaking about the way she whispers makes me uncomfortable. Take a listen.
And I truly believe that if the Lord, which this does not happen, but if the Lord gave him an option,
look how mad
to return back to earth.
She's mad as hell.
And if the Lord said, this is what your death is going to be the catalyst for, do you want to go back and exchange it? He'd say no. Wow. He'd say no.
Really? He'd say no? He want his kids to grow up alone? But again, this is a part of brainwashing. It's brainwashing tactics for a cult. That's how I feel. I have a right to feel that Turning Point has turned into something else. I feel it was infiltrated. I feel Erika is very obviously taking it in a direction that makes me uncomfortable. Everything we've seen about her background and the manner in which she was raised screams fraud to me. She lies pathologically as if she herself was brainwashed, as if she doesn't know that she's lying. It should tell you that something is not right here. And now we have to go max for Charlie. That's how I feel. We need to go max for Charlie, because when I look at all the players on the board, when I look at her relationship with Trump, when I look at the way that they are continuing to defend her and to try to tell us that she must be accepted, no. It screams at me just the opposite. And when we get back, we're going to be releasing the remaining photos and the video evidence.
Okay, Mr. Ripper, you knew Candace personally, and it seems to be like a lot of civil wars are sparking up in the conservative movement. Why do you feel like so many civil wars are happening in the conservative movement? Because Candace Owens versus Erika Kirk is not a lot of other conservatives versus each other right now. So why is that happening?
Well, I think Charlie Kirk was the glue that kept everything together. Then once he's gone, all of a sudden, everybody starts saying crazy shit. We got Tucker Carlson versus Ben Shapiro, Candace Owens versus JD Vance and Erika Kirk. And it seems as if everybody's getting all caught up in the gossip, and that's something that I'm not willing to do. You know, people are either you are, and this always been divided amongst conservative. Either you are pro-Israel or you understand that Israel is extremely corrupt. You're not for a genocide when it comes down to the kids in Gaza, on the Gaza Strip, or you know, most of us, we had these conversations behind closed doors, but now that Charlie's gone, everything just all up and open now. So I'm not going to say that it's a new divide. I think it's always been a divide.
I don't think it's that. I think
what is
the seat is open. See, everybody felt like they deserved the seat. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes somebody's just ordained for that position. Sometimes you know what God got for you, and he just fell into that position, and it was natural. I think even if you disagree with Charlie Kirk, he spoke on the things he believed, and he was genuine.
He was authentic, yeah.
But everybody wants that type of traction. It came from nothing. He built it from nothing, and it was something that you just can't do unless it is just ordained for you to have. But everybody feel like they deserve it. And that's just real. Whenever you get a bunch of money, or whenever you get a bunch of, everybody feel like they deserve it. And when he was out of the seat earlier than they thought, because I mean he's a young dude. Nobody expected him not to be sitting in the seat. So when he got out of the seat, everybody thought, yo, this is my chance to get. Nah, you ain't. Come on, man, get out of here, brother. Back up. You know what I'm saying? This is my chair. You feel me? This musical chairs. You feel me? Hold on, brother. It's the last one. You know what I'm saying? You pull that motherfucker from under a bit. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think that's what's going on now. Everybody, because you see everyone try to like go on his show. Everyone trying to host it. You see dudes going to events and holding events at colleges who never went to colleges. You know what I'm saying? Trying to put themselves in that role, in that position. And I think what he did it organically, and it was ordained for him, and they all feel like they deserve it in his absence.
Hey, Doc, I fucks with you, man. I fucks with you, man. You my nigga, bro. You bring logic to this, man. You got me thinking about certain things that I never thought about, but that's a great point, man. Shout outs, bro. That could be true, because I noticed it too. We noticed it. We was at America Fest. We're like, it seemed as if they're trying to create the next Charlie Kirk. It seems as if they're trying to create the next Candace Owens, and people are trying to step into that role, trying to step into that position. But what Charlie Kirk was able to do is authentic, is genuine. It was ordained. He was positioned to be right there. He was set up to do that. And look what he was able to accomplish. Well, you'll never be able to accomplish something like that. So everybody just want to have their voices heard to try to be the next Charlie Kirk, but it's not going to motherfucking happen.
I think even the way they deal with the negativity, like even if he had bad takes, he had some takes I disagree with. The way he did it, he kind of did it in hey, this is what I believe. This is the position and why I believe it. Whereas the rest of some of these people, a lot of these people, majority of people on every side of the aisle, they attack if you don't agree with them, if you don't believe in their position. And he was just and that's kind of how he was able to have this discourse and get so many young people, because he listened.
Right.
In a world where a lot of people try to force feed young people, you know what I mean? So I think that was just kind of the difference in him and these other people who are trying to take the seat.
Yep.
I want to play some of the clips that went viral with JD Vance of the event that she missed. So this is what he had to say about America First.
Somebody who came up to me, and I'm sure a great person, like a wonderful person. It was a Ukrainian American in Cleveland, Ohio. Yeah, I was campaigning for the Senate. There are a lot of Ukrainian Americans in Cleveland, Ohio. And this person got really agitated at me because I was saying we should stop funding the Ukraine war, okay? And I still believe that, obviously, and it's one of the things I'm proudest that we've done as administration is we've told Europe that if you want to buy weapons, you can, but the United States is not buying weapons and sending them to Ukraine anymore. We're just out of that business. It's a very good thing. But these Ukrainian American, again, a kind person, they probably didn't vote for me after this conversation, but he was kind of sticking his finger in my face saying, you need to support my country. You need to support my country. And I said, sir, with all due respect, if you're an American, your country is the United States of America, not a place that you immigrated from, whenever that was. And it occurred to me, and I know this is the last question, I'll try to be quick here, but it occurred to me that my father-in-law, who came from India, who moved to the United States, who got an education and became an American citizen, that never once in my life has he ever said, you have to do this or you should do this because it's in the best interest of the country that I came from. And I think that attitude, to the extent that attitude dominates among the new generation of Americans, that makes Americans feel welcoming towards people because everybody, again, whether your family's been here for 300 years or 1 second, to be an American means to look out for Americans first. And that's the perspective we have to take to our immigration policy.
So Kamal, I see you making a face. You all about the FBA stuff. So was his definition of America First, was it wrong?
Man, that shit was wrong as fuck. He said 1 second or 300 years. Man, he better get the shit right. How you? He double talking. In one instances, he talking about like the immigrants and stuff like that, and like, oh, you need to be, for this country and stuff like that. And then in the next minute, he talking about like, oh, well, if you're here for 1 second or 300 years, it doesn't matter. Blah blah blah. JD Vance, man, go finish your pudding, nigga, and shut the f up, bro. He talking out his ass, bro. Like, I don't like that shit. Nope. No. If you've been here 1 second, you ain't no damn American. That anchor baby shit too. I'm not with that either, man. The anchor babies, man, they taking a lot of resources, y'all. I'm not with that.
I think one thing he's losing it on too, as well as we the proxy war king. We the, you know what I'm saying, send you some guns, help you out. If you could get somebody out of here that we want king, I think you would be hard fought to say, you believe in the war in Iran and you don't support Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the same thing. Neither one of them got nothing to do with us. I would argue that I just don't think that American sons should die in either one. So I agree with him that he probably shouldn't support Ukraine. But I think you got to say the same thing when you go into these Middle East countries that we keep going into and spending billions of American dollars, trillions sometimes. So, it's hard to have that opinion when you're doing something different, when you're part of the guys who are doing something different right now. So I just don't understand.
Well, you brought up a good point with the war because he went viral from a person in the audience yelling this towards him.
I want to complain about what happened in Gaza. So if you want, sir, to complain about what happened in Gaza, why don't you complain about Joe Biden and the last administration? We're the administration that solved that problem. And by the way, not only was our administration like the administration that solved the problem, but the president, excuse me, sir, right now, you see more humanitarian aid coming into Gaza than it has any time in the past 5 years because we have taken that situation seriously. And that's one of the things that I'm proud of about our administration is whether it's there or Thailand and Cambodia, we have consistently tried as much as we can to solve these problems, not just complain about them like the guy who just ran away angry.
Uh-oh, bars.
Mr. Rippey, are you surprised to see this happen at a Turning Point event? Someone yelling about Gaza.
Nope, not at all. I mean, people go there all the time and they yell stuff. They just never put it out there. But I'm glad he did. And I'm glad JD said what he said. I'm all for it.
For sure, that definitely makes sense. I want to play another clip before we go to the next topic about what the last thing of what happened with JD Vance with an audience member yelling at him.
President Trump multiple times called the files a hoax. The acting attorney general said Epstein shouldn't be a part of anything at the DOJ. If there are compromised government officials in those files, how can the public trust that this administration will hold anyone accountable when its own Justice Department is actively blocking the investigation? Given that, can you clearly articulate your stance on whether federal entities should have a formal investigation? Thank you.
Yeah. So first of all, you said the Associate Attorney General or something. I haven't seen that quote, but here's my view on the Epstein matter. Number one, the guy was clearly a scumbag. Okay. Number two, he clearly had extraordinary connections, both with intelligence services, both inside the United States and outside the United States, and also with a lot of very wealthy and powerful people. Okay. Number three, I have been a firm advocate and will continue to be a firm advocate of where we have something. And you know, like, I'm probably more obsessed with this than most officials, okay? Probably more obsessed with this than most people even in this room, is when you see somebody who says something in an email that suggests, you know, there's one email I read, and it's been a little while ago, but it was talking about, you know, one person sent an email to Jeffrey Epstein saying, oh, there were some really nice, like, pizzas and grape sodas or something like that. And I remember it sounded like the Pizzagate conspiracy theory, but here it was in like an email from a guy. And my reaction to that was, we should absolutely investigate that person, okay? And, you know, you remind me, I'm going to follow up on that to see whether we've investigated that person, because we should. We absolutely should. When you see evidence of sexual assault, sexual misconduct, regardless of whether you're powerful or not, in fact, you should probably investigate it more if you're a powerful person, right? I don't want powerful people, you know, being involved in this disgusting behavior. But I have to defend the president on this, because when he said that it was a hoax, what he was talking about was this democratic idea that he's connected to Epstein. If you look at those emails, it's like, you know, they were in the same, you know, everybody in Palm Beach knew everybody, okay? Like, the president has said he knew Jeffrey Epstein and he was a scumbag.
Doc, do you feel like he answered that well?
Nah, hell nah. Boy, tap dancing got down for his life. Boy, they tap dancing for his life. He should have just went up there and said, bruh, it's above me. we ain't put it out, bruh. How much power you think the vice president got, bruh? I'm up here shucking and jiving with y'all right now. You know what I'm saying?
Trump would have fired him immediately if he said that. He would have been fired.
That probably would have been the right thing to say. That probably would have been the right thing to say, man. I agree.
How much power do the vice president got? I would have said, you know what? I'm gonna holler at bro about it when I get back. That's what he should have said. I'm gonna holler at Donald about it when I get back. That's all he could do. He don't make no rules, no laws, no, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just here so I don't get fired. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
hey, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hey, shout out to Heaven. She just came in the chat. I was literally about to say, man, don't let Heaven hear this shit right now. She's gonna be like, where are the damn fouls? Okay. She don't hear none of that shit. She's like, where are the fouls?
Well, come on, we'll go to your favorite influencer.
Hey, hold on. Hey, I gotta let y'all know I gotta take off. I'm late for a meeting at 5:30, man. Sorry. Shout out to the man cave. Don't come on, see y'all.
All right, Mr. Rippey, bro.
All right, come on. We're gonna get to your boy Sneako and what happened to him yesterday.
Your life force into a sock? Yeah, you deserve to be publicly executed. Yes. What are we talking about? You what the?
Hey, bro. What the fuck, bro?
So come on, how did you feel after seeing Sneako get hit?
Man, I feel like actually I don't feel nothing at all because I done seen him get his ass whooped multiple times. He stay getting his ass whooped. It's just funny though. He said the whole public execution thing, and then in public, he damn near got executed. The nigga got him in the guillotine. You feel me? Hey, this nigga Sneako need to learn like some kung fu or something. He need to watch some Jean-Claude Van Damme movies or something. Maybe a little bit of Jet Li. I don't know. He need to learn how to protect himself. You feel me? Like, God damn. He always getting his ass whooped.
Well, Christ. This is response after it happened.
Basically, bro, that had to have been a setup. It had to have been set up because look at the way he was like that, and he pulled out mace and he pepper sprayed my face. I never had pepper spray in my eyes before. He gets me, and I didn't even know what happened because I'm reading the chat. When I got hit, and I didn't get hit hard. I'm fine. I didn't get knocked out. It was nothing. Really, it didn't hurt. It was just surprising. It's just like, what the hell? What was that? I had no idea. I didn't see him. I'm walking around the guy, and then he swings. He hits me like in the forehead. I hit him in the forehead, and I'm thinking, I thought it was like construction or something. I thought it was like I was confused. I'm like, what is that? And then he tries to take me down. We get to the floor. There's a little bit of a scuffle. Maybe you'll see the footage. Shout out to Waze. Waze helped pull him off, and the cameraman. Something happened there. Don't want to say too much. We get up, and immediately when I get up, I see this. Imagine seeing that. I've seen that in movies. I look at him, and he's looking at me, pepper spray right in my face. And yeah, you guys are laughing. Yeah, it's hilarious, right? But the bigger thing here is that this was like, I really don't think that this is a random coincidence. I know there's crazy homeless people and stuff like that on the train or something, but I don't even think this guy was a hater. I don't think, because he would have said something. He didn't mention anything. I'll be 100% honest about what happened. People were saying that I should try to manipulate the situation. Wallahi, and I'm trying to get the street footage. Right after, this is going to sound crazy. This is really going to sound crazy. I'll just say this. As soon as I get up and that happened, I'm waiting around the street and I'm like, I can't really see. I see there's like a group of 5 people step out of the building. And they say, oh man, this is going to get clipped. It seemed like they knew that was going to happen. And okay, I'm getting a text. Yeah, I don't know who, but from what I think somebody paid a guy to do that.
They need their money back then, because that wasn't enough damage on this nigga face. If they paid somebody to do that. What's up?
Was he missing a tooth?
He been missing that tooth from the last ass whooping.
Somebody put this up. Doc saying that, do you feel like it was set up, or you just feel like it was just a crazy fan?
Man, that was some of the best money spent if it was a setup, man. You know what it is? Because I think these dudes, people forget that, yeah, you got freedom of speech. You might go out in this world and have physical violence. He was laughing and joking when he was out here making the Nazi jokes, and when he be talking about people from all these different demographics, and he takes this road that he's some sort of like higher than other people. And somebody says he carries a gun when he ain't shoot nobody. You know what I'm saying? So and I think these dudes forget, like, bro, you a small, frail. This man flipped you and pulled you down. This ain't even no big dude. This dude don't look like he boxed for a living. He in the gym. They saw somebody on the corner. They said, hey, go snuff him. I got a dub for you. You know what I'm saying? And that's the result. Like, you can't fight off a man who live on the street. A would-be attacker is going to have his way with you. You know what I'm saying? So I think that you need to be more. I would hope that something like this would make him more conscious, and then he would go out and change the way he make content and say, but he's not, because getting beat up is good content. That's why the video is out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he like, yeah, man, that's good content.
So this celebrity is saying that the Republican Party used him to make it look like he was supporting their agenda.
Well, the presidency is the presidency. Like you know, if you vote for the person or not, that's your president. This is an authority figure. This is the top law enforcement agent. He's the top, he's the executor of all of America's affairs. And I just have to move my crowd. You can opt out of my crowd. But you shouldn't have to leave America because the president's making the block too hot for you. So and I did resent that the Republican Party ran on transgender jokes. I felt like they were doing a weaponized version of what I was doing. I didn't. It's not what I was doing. I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
This is before I learned the phrase "I respectfully decline," and I was on Capitol Hill, and everybody ran up to take pictures with me from every congressional office, and I just take pictures with whoever I asked. I didn't ask how they vote or what their voting record is, and everyone at first was like CBC people, and then here comes Lauren Boebert, and she said, "Can I get a picture?" And I'd already taken 40 pictures. I didn't want to say no in front of everybody, but I didn't know the phrase "I respectfully decline," so I just took the picture, and then she posted a picture before I could even get from there to the show, and says something to the effect of just two people that knew that it's just two genders. She instantly weaponized it or politicized it. So I got to the arena and I lit her ass up for doing that. And she should never do that, a person like me.
Now she knows what's up.
Yeah, you do whatever the fuck you're doing. Excuse my language. You do whatever it is you.
So does he have the right to complain about Republicans using him if that's the type of jokes he's doing?
Man, this demonetized at this moment, bro. As soon as he said that joke, bro, the channel demonetized.
You're probably right.
Oh, shit. Now I'm gonna let Doc go first on this stuff.
I think he got a right to complain because his opinion on certain things isn't aligned politically. Like, you know what I mean? I have certain opinions that lean to both directions. That doesn't make me a Democrat and that doesn't make me a Republican. If I come in here and I think Trump does something positive one day and I give him praise, and I come in here and give him, you know what I'm saying, and I scorn him the next week, I can be on both sides. So I think he has some liberal opinions and he has some conservative opinions. So, to try to force somebody on your side, you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean, with just from a picture, from a public appearance, I think that's a bad look, because now he can't, now he has to come out and denounce the Republican Party, but he could have some conservative views. He doesn't have to want to be a Republican or Democrat. We don't know his political ideology. So I think they force these people to speak out. My mom and them didn't always used to talk about who they voted for. He come from that era. That's not a thing where everybody had to tell you what side they was on. Some of that wasn't your business. You know what I'm saying? And so I think just to try to force him to pick a side and make that your business, I don't really like.
Come on.
First of all, Dave Chappelle said he might bring back the Dave Chappelle show.
I heard about that.
Yeah, I wanted to put that out there. You feel me? You know what I mean? Second of all, why can't black celebrities be Republicans? We got to start thinking about this shit. Why can't they do that shit? Our ancestors fought for either us to vote Democrat, Republican, or not vote at all. Okay? If that motherfucker want to be Republican, let him be. It's the same with the chili ordeal. They shaming her because she want to be MAGA and shit. Now, if you want to shame her because she was tap dancing and shit and being like, my finger slipped, I didn't mean to repost, then I understand that, because I'm like, just stand on business. But at the end of the day, I don't like how they be trying to put our black celebrities in a box, because last time I checked, I done seen some of these black celebrities doing the butter biscuit shuffle for the Democrats, twerking on stage for the Democrats. The Democrats telling us black men, if you ain't voting, well, you ain't bucking. AKA, that means you know what. I'm tired of that shit, man. We should be able to vote for whoever we want to, or what Doc said. Let's go back to a point where, you know what, nobody don't talk about nothing. Keep it all silent.
I think it depends on what industry you're in, because to me, the person who did it the smartest as a black celebrity was Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj was the number one thing you talked about when she came out of AmFest. So you got to do it smart. Your career got to be coming down, and then you got to be like, okay, yeah, now I'm a Republican. Then you become relevant again.
Man, Gray, I'm glad you said Nicki Minaj. I thought you was about to say Amber Rose. Somebody like, oh,
She did the same format, though. She was irrelevant, and then she came out Republican, and then people started talking about it again. So that has revived some black celebrities' careers. Herschel Walker, a few black celebrities did that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's got to be like, I think it just depends on like Trump said he was good friends with Tiger Woods. No one was outraged. Like, you see what I'm saying? Tiger don't give off the personality to where he's selling it to us, this super blackety. You know what I'm saying? I think if you go that direction and then you go Republican, I think that's kind of why they see it, because and this isn't right, but generally we're seen as Democrats as a race. I don't know who came up with it. You know what I'm saying? I just woke up one day and that's what was going on. You know what I'm saying? So don't act say like Doc made this up. You feel me? But like when Trump said, yo, I'm Tiger, I'm real good friends with Tiger. He's got a lot going on. I gotta call Tiger and see what's going on. Nobody was outraged like Tiger be hanging out with bruh. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was like, oh, Tiger is homeboy. I could see that. You feel me? So like it just depends on how you've lived your life and kind of like the principles in which you move and you live by. Because certain people, they'd have been selling us these products saying that, you know, I believe in this, or kind of giving a liberal vibe, and then when they come out and be like, nah, fuck them kids. You know what I'm saying? You be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think that's what it be. You know what I mean?
Hey, Doc, Doc and Gray, I'll tell you who told us we're gonna be Democrats for the last 60 years. It was an old pace-faced mother effer named Lyndon B. Johnson. He was the president, and he said, I'm gonna have these niggas voting Democrats for the next 60 years. Man, pass some civil rights bills here and there. Boom. And he said that too. And looky, most of us been voting Democrats ever since.
For sure. So since we got the light skins here, we go play the light skin guy of the year award.
Hi, good evening. My name is Officer Lopez of the Gwinnett County Police Department. The reason I'm pulling you over is you're doing over 70 miles an hour in a 45. You didn't know? I got you. Get your driver's license on you? All right. Are you the registered owner of the vehicle? Okay. Do you have a photo or anything like that of your driver's license? Yeah. All right, got you. All right. So, do you mind stepping out and we're going to talk right here real quick, back here?
About what?
You need to step out of the vehicle.
Step out for what?
So there's a firearm in this vehicle. You're already speeding. You don't have anything on you. I'm separating you from the firearm. All right. Are you going to get out of the car or not?
I don't. Tell me why.
I already told you why.
You didn't
Pennsylvania
tell me
versus Mims. Are you getting out or not? Supreme Court case law. Are you getting out or not?
I don't know what it is.
All right. You need to get out of the car.
You're not telling me
If you do
why.
not get out of the car, you'll be arrested for obstruction.
You're going to arrest me for obstruction?
Yes, if you do not get out of the car.
I don't know why. I don't feel safe.
All right. If you do not get out of the car, you'll be arrested for obstruction.
I don't feel safe.
If you do not get out of the car, you'll be arrested for
You're not
obstruction.
telling me a valid reason why I need
That's
to get out
a
of the car.
perfectly valid reason. Like, Google it if you want to. It's not going to end well for you.
Let me call my lawyer, man.
You have that right, but you're not even under arrest right now. You're still just detained.
Stay in my car.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Get out of the car.
Hey, Quinn. So I'm pulled over right now, and they telling me I got to get out the car for what reason?
Because we're going to have a conversation back at the back of the
They
car.
want to have a conversation.
You need to get out of the
with me in
car.
back.
Doesn't matter
I'm
why.
doing it. I'm not getting out the car because you want to have a... No, I'm not getting out the car.
Okay.
All right. So
All right. Well, at this time, you are under arrest. You are not free to leave. You are under arrest.
I'm not under arrest.
You are under arrest. I'm informing you that you are under arrest.
I'm under arrest for
And-
what? Yes. Hold on, my lawyer calling. Hey, so a police officer is right here telling me I have to step out my car, and I'm telling him I don't want to step out my car. He's telling me to step out the car to have a
I've already told you you're under arrest. You're under arrest at this point.
And he's trying to tell me since I didn't want to step out the car, I'm under arrest, bro. I'm under arrest.
But you are under arrest at this point. All right? So you need to get out of your car right now. Right.
So this make y'all feel tough.
Not the slightest. All it does is give me some paperwork.
All right,
All you had to do was get out the car.
file your paperwork. You want me to get out my car to talk to me about what? There's nothing to talk about.
This is not your car. You're absolutely flying down the road at 70 miles an hour in a 45. There's
Never had a police
also
tell me to step out the car to ask simple questions.
Well, there's
Ever.
a firearm within like 2 feet of both of our faces. Yeah, I'm gonna have
It's
you
in
step
front
out
of
of the car.
you. It's in front of you.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Well,
Not just that, you have an open THC container in the center console.
Okay.
Oh. All right. Who do you want to pick up the car and the gun? I gotta be here in 30 minutes or less.
What happened at home with y'all? What y'all so upset about?
All right. Who are we calling?
Okay. We are over at 7050 Jimmy Carter
Just
Boulevard.
tell them American Deli.
Do you know about how long it'll take you
Deli.
to get over here?
American Deli.
There's a lot of us.
American Deli.
7050.
American
Jimmy
Deli.
Carter. 7050 Jimmy
Alright,
Carter
now
Boulevard.
hang my phone up and lock my phone.
All right.
Hang my
All right,
phone
about
up
how
and
long
lock
will it
my
be
shit.
for you to get here?
Hang it up and lock it. Hang it up and
We'll
lock
see you
it.
then.
Hang it up and lock it. Alright, now let go.
Yes, sir. Hey, Aubrey, how's it going?
Yeah, my son detained.
Yes, sir. He's currently under arrest for obstruction.
Okay.
As well as a variety of other traffic charges. Yeah, he was caught doing 70 in a 45. He was instructed to step out of the vehicle because there was a firearm on the dashboard, and we wanted to separate him from that, and he refused.
Did he express his fear for safety?
We got to be safe too. He's right there with John. Right.
Understood.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. So there's absolutely no way to resolve this.
No, he was told multiple times that he needed to get out of the vehicle. He was even told that, according to Supreme Court case law, he is required to exit a vehicle when he is requested to do so by a law enforcement officer. Pennsylvania versus Memphis, he stated that, he doesn't have to, he doesn't want to. He was informed that he was under arrest at the time. He was still continuing to refuse to exit the vehicle. And it wasn't until his lawyer called him back and said, you need to get out of the car right now. When he got out of the car, and was placed under arrest.
What's up with y'all boy, man?
Hey, that's kudos to those police officers, though. Those two good police officers. It ain't too often you go watch a video and you could say that. Oh, they're absolutely correct, and King is misinformed. A police officer can stop you for anything and ask you to exit the vehicle, and the only answer you can respond with is okay. There is no I don't want to, I don't feel like it, I fear for my safety. It is Supreme Court has ruled on it. Them asking you to exit the vehicle for officer safety is 100% legal. They could have stopped you for a tail light out, a tag light out, anything they want, and they were extremely patient with him. They even
saw a gun too.
Yeah, you don't got your license. They ask you to show a picture of your license. You know what I'm saying? They really sparing you, but your disrespect and your entitlement is so high that you done took this opportunity that probably could have just been a ticket. You know what I'm saying? And they gave you a slap on the wrist and let you go. You done disrespected them boys to the point where, now you're getting arrested. You know what I'm saying? And your pops can't show you a grown man now. You know what I'm saying? Your pops can't show up and resolve this because he TI. You know what I'm saying? Maybe had you, spoke to them with, what I'm saying, the same respect they speaking to you. Because I'd have had my head slammed to the car several times and told them folks kiss my ass. You feel me? And they ain't took me to jail. They just kept slamming my head to the car. But you know what I'm saying? I was 16 years old. King got to learn better. You speeding. They pulled you over for a good reason. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no license. You got the file on the dashboard. You know what I'm saying? And we ask you, hey, step out of the vehicle. And you, nah, I don't want to. I ain't got to. What is calling your lawyer gonna mean if they snatch you out that motherfucker? You 5'3", $120 soaking wet. Them boy could have snatched you out that shit, and it wouldn't matter what your lawyer said on the phone. So if they tell you to get out, you should have just got out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's how people can get to a point where this turns into a toxic confrontation and you lose your life. You know what I'm saying? Because what if they snatch you out this motherfucker and your hand reach up to where that pistol at and they fire you up? You know what I'm saying? And these were good cops. You know what I'm saying? Which you don't see all the time. These wasn't no, you know what I'm saying, no tyrants or nothing like that. So
I think the lawyer told him some shit though, because we couldn't hear what the lawyer said, but as soon as he
the lawyer said if they tell you to step out the car, you need to step out the car. That's what you can hear on the phone. The lawyer said if they tell you to step out the car, you need to step out the car. And then he got out.
Okay. I didn't hear that. I was trying to hear what the lawyer was saying and shit.
Yeah, that's legal. That's 100% legal. They can do it for any reason on a traffic stop. They can pull you over for anything and say, "Hey, would you please step out of the vehicle?" And the only thing you can say is yes. They can't prolong your traffic stop to like bring the dogs or nothing like that. Like Supreme Court ruled on that as well. But like them asking you to get out is legal. It's nothing you can do. You just got to get out. I would roll my windows up and lock my doors. You know what I'm saying? So they can't. You know what I'm saying? But it's nothing you can do.
Come on.
Hey, hold on.
Hold on. Come on. I want to play this just before you respond because there's another person that called a celebrity. They got pulled over and we never talked about it. And we talked about this person tonight.
From the field right.
You understand?
Yeah.
Perfect.
My boy brought day with it too.
Deputies alleged discovery of opioid pills in Tiger Woods' pocket.
That's a narco. Narco? Yeah. Okay.
This morning, newly released police body camera videos are taking us inside the moment the star golfer was arrested for DUI.
Okay, so at this time, you're under arrest for DUI. Yes, sir.
Florida's Martin County Sheriff releasing hours of footage from last Friday's rollover crash investigation.
Who's involved?
You can see Woods shake his head. He's also constantly hiccuping. While handcuffed in a squad car, he yawns multiple times, even closing his eyes. Earlier, Woods, who has pleaded not guilty to driving under the influence, told investigators what he was doing right before the crash.
Looked down my phone, and all of a sudden, boom.
At one point, Woods stepping away.
All right, you got it. All right, thank you. Bye.
Then telling an investigator he was on the phone with the president.
Just keep you down here with us, please.
Yeah, I was just talking to the president.
There was also a conversation between Woods, his manager, and an investigator about the golfer's clubs.
Is that part of just one that you've taken with you your career or what?
I've won 14 majors with it.
Are you golfing the Masters this year?
Hoping so.
Well,
Depends on y'all.
Yeah. Don't depend on me.
First responders later smashing the window of Woods' SUV to retrieve that priceless putter.
They'll never bless me.
Meanwhile, Woods agreed to take field sobriety tests, at times appearing to struggle with them.
Don't move your head. Just like I explained and demonstrated. Remember to return your hand back to your side. I'm not going to keep reminding you.
Yeah.
Right? Left?
And then the golf legend was handcuffed and taken to jail.
All right, come on. So you were talking about that, and T.I. King called T.I. Tiger Woods tried to call Trump, and you said you were a black Republican, so you got one right there getting the DUI. But what were you going to say, and what's your thoughts on these celebrities calling other celebrities to help them out when they're in the jail?
I thought Tiger Woods was Asian last time I checked.
That is right.
I'm just saying. You know what I mean? But with all due seriousness, it's like, bro, Trump not your daddy, nigga. Like, you feel me? And you got caught with the opioids. It was right there, red-handed. And you should have. They were asking you gonna play in the Masters and shit. They wanted some tickets. You should have been like, you know what? I'm gonna try and I'll get you some tickets, y'all. You feel me? I got y'all. But I will say this though. I think 50 Cent set King up. I'm just saying, we gotta think about the time in the shit, y'all. Man.
After he dissed his mom, he went to the feds and said, go get him.
Man, he indirectly did it. He was like, you know what? You feel me? He was like, look, he talked to the police out there and was like, I got y'all. I'm gonna get y'all with a little something. And here we go. King jammed up. God
damn. Pikachu ones to get him. Bruh, them boys don't never, bruh. If I pull up on Tiger Woods and he done flip the whip, Tiger, transfer me 100,000 right now, 250. And what you want to do, Tiger? How you want to play this? I'll jump in the driver's seat right now, Tiger, and tell him I flipped this motherfucker. What you want to do? Get in my car, Tiger, and keep going. You know what I'm saying? Keep going, Tiger. Get in my car. I'll be here. I'll be like, bro, I borrowed Tiger whip without him knowing. You know what I'm saying? And I about to hit a dog or something, and I flipped this motherfucker, officer. You feel me? Like, I am not letting Tiger Woods go to jail with a bag right in front of me. Tiger,
man,
all right, now.
get some of them tickets too.
Come on,
To the
man. Hey, Tiger, go ahead and take my banking information. You know what I'm saying? And look out for your boy. Hey, I'm talking about. I hop in the driver's seat and still I'd be put a seatbelt on and be in there when the police get there. Like I flip this motherfucker. Why ain't like Tiger go to jail with no bag like that, boy? They'll never bless me like this. Cause they know I straight up, hey Tiger, take it, Tiger. Take it.
Hold on, Doc. Hold on. We talk about the cops not being crooked and all. Now we out here.
I ain't no cop. I'm an entrepreneur Negro.
Oh, okay, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, if you the bystander and you pull up and you see a car flip and you pull up and you see it's Tiger Woods and Tiger on a little bit of that, you know what I'm saying, that booger sugar, I'm not letting Tiger go to jail when he could shoot me some bread. That's all I'm saying. You feel me? Like, if I pull up, say, Tiger, watch out, slide over to the passenger seat. I'm going to climb up in this motherfucker with you. You feel me? Like, wait till they bring the jaws of life, whatever we got to do. But I'm not letting Tiger go to jail. You know what I'm saying? When he could, man, please.
He seemed like he was being dismissive, though. He was like, I was on the phone with the president. Like, who are y'all, basically?
I'd have ran my car into Tiger and say, yo, I hit you. I hit you, bro. It's on me.
Oh,
if
shit.
you're watching right now, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, know we go live. Come on, we might have to switch you to Wednesdays. What's your final thoughts?
Hey, man, I might have to, man. You feel me? We got the light-skinned brigade in the building. You feel me? All we need is a Mia. We had a light-skinned Voltron in the building. Shout out to everybody on the new party. I know who y'all is. You feel me? Shout out to Mr. Rippy, Doc, and Gray. This was a funny-ass, great episode. Man, shout out to the Man Cave, being the Man Cave once again. You feel me? Anyway, Dan, what I gotta say, there was a lot of things that went on in this episode. I'm gonna just say allegedly, and more podcasters and shows need to start saying allegedly, because y'all just be saying shit out there and don't say allegedly, and y'all gonna get Tasha Cade. I would say, man, it just seemed allegedly like Candace Owens was getting some of that Charlie of the Kirk. If y'all get my drift. She is very obsessed with Erika Kirk. You feel me? I'm not gonna say I'm a fan of Erika Kirk, but Candace Owens, man, goddamn, she is most definitely the LeBron James or whoever your favorite basketball player is from either Kobe, Curry, or damn Jordan of this grifting shit, allegedly. Next, who else we talked about? T.I.'s son dressed in the Pikachu 2026 jumpsuit. Bruh, just comply, bruh. God damn. You feel me? Like, he caused more of a big scene than ever. You feel me? But I think it was a doing of 50 Cent, allegedly. And then what else we talked about? We talked about God damn, I'm having a brain fart right now. Who?
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle, he said he coming out with a show. He coming out with it, the Dave Chappelle show again. He said he might be coming out with it. But I'll say this. It behooves me that, like, why do we always try to box black celebrities to be just Democrats? You feel me? Like, they could be Republican too, or they could abstain their vote. Like, at the end of the day, that's what our ancestors fought for. So I don't really like that whole shit where they try to box in black celebrities. Who cares if they grifting with the Republicans? They do it with the Democrats too. Shout out to Megan. Yeah, I don't really got much else to say. Hey, y'all go subscribe to the new party, hit the notification bell so you'll know when they go live. Also, if y'all want to come over to my end, just type in Kamal Johnson on YouTube. I pop right up. Hit your bird with a sub. And I'm liking this man cave shit, man. Like, usually I don't have it. It don't be a lot of light skins, you know what I mean, around. We usually be outnumbered, Doc. I'm telling you, man. We now we holding it down. Gray, you outnumbered, man. Light skin brigade. Let's go.
All right, Doc. What's your final thoughts?
It was a great show tonight. Rippy had to leave early, but always a good time to have him on here. Kamal just started going live a little bit more on TikTok. So you guys go and follow Kamal on TikTok. If you catch him live and you want to get in the comments and give you his opinion, he probably ain't gonna block you. He's just gonna troll you. So go ahead and then y'all go follow and like his content. Gray has been going live on TikTok with the new party during the mornings as well, from like 8 to 10 a lot. And a lot of the new party family they go live or they're active on TikTok, or they're interactive. So go and follow those people. I don't make content, so you feel free not to follow me. You ain't gonna see nothing but me in a car karaoke and hanging out with my kids. You know what I'm saying? Man, I think people got to wake up and realize we got to start doing, what's best for us. And that might be hopping in the driver's seat of Tiger Woods' car and getting him to send you a bag. You know what I'm saying? So whatever it is that's best for you, Democrat, Republican, drive Tiger around. You got to do whatever you got to do out here. Gas is going up. Food is going crazy. You know what I'm saying? And me and mine is going to be all right. Y'all have a good night, Man Cave.
Great show, guys. I think people are tired of Erika Kirk, Candace Owens drama, but it was nice to switch it up. We've been talking about, the Pope and all of that all week. But it was a great show with Dave Chappelle and all these other celebrities. Y'all got money. It's a lot harder for other people out here. So y'all been accused of a certain political affiliation. That's light work. We do this every Monday through Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Come back tomorrow to see what we're talking about. Have a great night. Man Cave.
Sisters,
we shall not yield to tyranny.
Our cause just, we will prevail. The fight
Hello,
for our
Mr.
rights.
Buffs. Ready for a journey back? Look at this encampment. The spirit of 76 is alive.
Bobby, at this
Hello,
point, shame on you. Shame on you. Because we are being played as the American people. Our money is funding a war that we don't need to be in. I shouldn't be okay with it. So as long as I have breath in my body and a mic to use, I will be speaking out against this.
A true patriot savors these moments, but the fight for liberty calls.
The economy, we have a global economy. That's why we're a number one economy in the world. I know that a lot of people want to paint the horrible view of America, but, go live somewhere else and then tell me America's bad.
Patriotism is all about. Look at these flags. They represent our fight for liberty.
This is so freaking crazy to me that we have an conflict with Iran before a single person from the Epstein files has been arrested on American soil.
The hour of liberty is at hand. For freedom is brava. Brothers and
I was
sisters.
working, man, but it's good to see Rippy out there handling business, man. And again, hey, that's a lot of black Trump supporters, man. I mean, it feels good to see that, man. So
My fellow patriots, the hour of decision is upon us. Let us march forth with courage to secure our liberty.
A real coach. People are getting sick of it. The moment a celebrity steps slightly outside the leftist approved narrative, they get attacked. Chili from TLC gets heat over allegedly donating to Donald Trump.
For liberty. The British advance. We must act.
Our supplies are low, but morale is high.
Then we fight for liberty.
Alpayne's word captures the spirit of we fight for independence.
With
Welcome to my
that said they were anti-war. I think they said no new wars. Yeah, they voted for a president that was not going to start any new wars. And what's funny to me is that not only were you lied to, not only did this man start this and get out of the
freedom. Greetings from the encampment. The spirit of liberty is strong. We will fight for our rights and our freedom.
Just in order to get the Greater Israel Project accomplished, you have to kill people. That's why it's wrong. Killing people is wrong. Full stop. So you can try to make sense of it with, well, it's a threat and this and that. There's no greater threat than the United States empire.
To the encampment for liberty.
And what I've learned, and I'm not a liberal or a Democrat. I voted for Trump the first time, but he's become a politician. He lies like all the other politicians. He deceives like all the other politicians.
Doers through every change and challenge. We stand at the dawn of liberty, unshaken by the trials ahead. Our cause in
doing. I'm going to go out on the limb and say anybody that sits in that oval does not like Americans. They love United States, though, which is the politics, but they don't love the Americans. Americans are farmers. Americans are mechanics. Americans are school teachers. Americans are mom and pop businesses.
And friendly! Soldiers, the enemy is near.
Not only do I love my FBA fam, my Black American fam, my Black people on code, you know, my people that's allies with us, as part of the fam. I love y'all. I love my country too. You feel me?
The cause to victory.
To victory. These pastries are wonderful.
Indeed, but we must stay vigilant.